you know you'll see pictures of not too recent past where you'll see like parents smoking in a car with the kids around, and it was just accepted, it was just done, and now we'd look at that going, that's ridiculous, how can anyone think that was okay, knowing everything we know about the risks of smoking? I think it's not going to be too long in the future where we'll look back at now and have the same mentality around giving toddlers devices. Every time I talk about the negative aspects of tech use, especially outside of school, someone will pop up in the comments saying, yeah, but children are on a screen all day in school. Now, what I get it straight, I'm a massive advocate of safe, effective use of tech in schools when it supports learning and can be safeguarded. But in England, nearly a quarter of children aged 3 to 4 have their own tablet. By the age of 5 to 7, around half, and by the age they hit 12, it's over 90% of kids have their own smartphone. Do you think the vast majority of that tech use is effective, is safe? Do you think all the issues facing young children and tech, lack of attention, mental health, is coming from their 1 hour of computing lesson a week in school? Because the most important part of this is understanding how much age impacts this. The most sensitive window for brain development is birth to 5, especially birth to 2. That's when language pathways, emotional regulation, attention control, all of it is wiring itself up. No primary school is giving a 2-year-old an iPad in a high chair at a restaurant, in a buggy. That's not something schools are encouraging. That's a choice being made. And again, excessive screen time is a massive issue, but not all screen time is equal. There is a massive difference between a child using text-to-speech to get their story or ideas transcribed, a child orally recording their explanations to support their writing, children coding their own video game, which is just a couple of examples of how I use technology in schools. So compare that to a child sitting for 3 hours on YouTube Shorts, algorithm-driven games, casino-style reward loops designed to hook and hack their attention. In schools in England, we are required to teach computing. I believe tech can be used to remove barriers to support children with different learning needs. And ultimately, we don't want to send children into the world of work having not learned about technology when it will be so prevalent. That would be educational negligence. But that is not the same as an unlimited dopamine drip through tech use at home. Children average around about 4 hours of screen time a day. For teens, it's closer to 7. The majority of that's not happening between 9 and 3 in school. It's in evenings, it's weekends, it's when they go in their bedrooms and use it. And I say to parents, you wouldn't send your kid to the bedroom with a porn mag, snuff video and a bag of drugs, but that is the digital equivalent with these unregulated platforms. So schools should absolutely be sensible with technology and only use it when it adds to learning. It should never be used to replace reading books with reading on the screen. I've talked about that on my training for years. And yeah, look, there will be some cases where schools don't use tech effectively, which is my job to try and help them. But you can't blame schools for a toddler being glued to TikTok. That's like blaming a PE teacher because your kid never plays outside. We've got to be honest about this because we are seeing as teachers the detrimental impact poor screen time is having on children when it comes to their learning. Because if we don't, in 20 years we'll be saying, how do we not see this coming?